Hey guys, so for today's video, we are going to do a back to school tutorial. This is going to be a super fast, very quick, like under 10-minute makeup look using all drugstore. I almost did some high-end products and I was like, you know what? I was fucking broke when I was in high school, so let's just go ahead and keep it affordable. Actually, this doesn't necessarily just have to be high school. This can also be for college. You can use this if you're like just in a rush. It's just a very quick makeup, but with school being right around the corner and probably some people who have already gone back to school, this is perfect if you want to look put together and you want to look nice and kind of cover up some imperfections, but you don't want to do like a cut crease, super like full lashes, liquid lip kind of glam. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. Now I already did my skincare. I just did a little bit of a serum and a moisturizer. I'm actually not going to do any primer because I'm going to go in with a BB cream today. Before we even start with our base, I'm going to start off with concealer. Because a BB cream is such light coverage, I'm going to do a little bit of concealing first. So I'm going to take this concealer right here. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have the shade 020. My skin is breaking out really bad. I don't know if it's even like showing up that well on camera, but you can see I'm really red over here. I just have a lot of clogged pores. I don't really know what's going on because I haven't changed anything. Just gonna go right over these little red spots. Now this is too light for me right now because I'm still tan, but the BB cream is going to help even it out. This is just gonna add a little bit of extra coverage, and I'm not using a sponge today at all. I know, surprise, surprise. I'm just gonna use my fingers for everything because this is a quick makeup tutorial. It's super fast. Sometimes you just don't have time to wet the sponge, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my finger. BB cream is so lightweight. It has very minimal coverage. This is just an extra little step if you're just really breaking out like how I am. It's just gonna help cover up a little bit of that extra redness. So I'm gonna take this from L'Oreal. This is the Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. I have the shade medium. It comes out like this grayish type of color and then it just adjusts to your skin tone. So let me just put my hair back. I'm rocking the messy bun because I'm actually gonna film a back to school hair video after this and I didn't feel like doing it. So I have it looking a little crazy. So I'm just gonna take this, you're gonna put it on your face and rub it into your skin. Now if I was in a rush, I would do this a lot faster, but because I'm doing this on camera, I'm moving a little bit slower just so you guys can kind of see how this works. But do you see how it just adjusts? Like that is so cool, right? It just adjusts right to your skin tone. I found that I didn't really need to use a primer with this. This actually performed just fine without a primer. So you can see like it's very light coverage, but it is just going to even out your skin. I'm okay with the way that this looks. Even though you can still see redness, you can still see imperfections, I'm okay with this. This is fine for me. So I'm gonna go in with that same Catrice concealer and I'm just gonna dot this on my under eyes. Just pat this in. I'll take a little bit and rub it over my eyelid. Like just a little. I'm okay with there being a little bit of darkness because you guys know I have really dark under eye circles. They're hereditary. There's nothing I can do about them. Almost all my siblings have them, including a lot of my dad's side of the family. So I've just learned to live with them. Since this is such a natural look, I'm okay with there being a little bit of darkness. So you can see it just kind of evened out my under eyes. Like I don't look full coverage by any means. This is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I'm gonna take this with my little tapered brush from e.l.f. and I am gonna set my under eyes. I'm not gonna go in and bake or anything like that, but because I'm so creasy, even though I don't wanna look like too overdone, I just wanna look very fresh, I still don't want my concealer to crease. So I'm just gonna take a little bit just to help like keep it in place so it doesn't move a lot. And then I'm gonna go in with this loose powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I am in the shade light medium at the moment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that same brush. I'm actually not gonna take this all over my face. I'm just gonna take this in my T-zone where I'm really oily. The nice thing about this BB cream is even though I'm super oily, I find that this doesn't move too terribly much. I think because it does just really even out your skin tone, it's almost like there's nothing on your face, so it's like you really don't need to set anything, you know? We're just gonna go ahead and warm up the face. I'm gonna take my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Deep, and I'm not contouring. I'm just gonna lightly dust this around the hairline, just to add a little bit of dimension. And this has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it makes the skin look really pretty as well. Kind of makes the skin look glowy, but not like greasy, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna take this right around here, around my big ass fucking forehead. Y'all know how big my forehead is, right? It's gonna help make it look a little bit smaller. Just gonna go right around the temples, down here on the cheeks. I'm gonna take this baked blush from Milani. This is in the shade Bellissimo Bronze, and I like to use this type of like very bronzy, luminous type of blush if I'm going for a look like what I have on today. I feel like this just brings life back to your face. It's so glowy and radiant, so I feel like that's really gonna help like just make your skin look extra pretty, since we're doing such a light coverage of foundation and concealer than what we usually do. So see, it just adds like a really pretty bronzy flush to the face. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Shimmer highlighting powder. This is in the shade Sunset Glow. This is a very natural type of highlight. It's very subtle. It honestly just looks like you're glowing from within. It's so pretty, and I love to reach for this on days where I'm like hardly wearing any makeup, or I just want my skin to look very natural and pretty. So I'm gonna highlight where I always highlight. I'll go ahead and take it on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, and then on the tip. I'm actually just gonna take my pinky and I'm just gonna kind of pat that in the inner corner. This is gonna help make you look a little more awake, especially if you're tired, or if you were like me. I hated waking up for school. I was always late for school because I just hated waking up, and I could never get out of bed. I'm not a morning person, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. I will never be a morning person. I'm also just gonna take a little bit and just go right over the arch of the brow with my fan brush. I also used to like do super glam makeup when I was in high school. This was 10 years ago, keep in mind. I would wear so much makeup, like so much makeup. It was ridiculous. I would wear like bright purple eyeshadow and bright gold eyeshadow, and I would do seriously 8,000 clumps of mascara. I remember I would touch up my makeup in every single fucking class. I'm not even kidding. I took my makeup bag with me. When I was running late, I would do my makeup on the bus, or I would be late to my first class because I would have to finish my makeup. Like I would be like, no, I have to finish my makeup. First period, literally all the way through 8th period, including lunch, I had to touch up my makeup. My mascara would just be disgusting. Like, what was I thinking? I look back now and I'm like, oh my God, so disgusting. And a lot of girls in my school didn't really wear a lot of makeup like I did. Like I was always the one that was like covered in makeup. It was so weird. I remember when I got into college, I was like, how the fuck did I do this for high school? When I was in high school, like who the fuck gives a fuck? You know, seriously, who gives a fuck about what you look like in high school? I just had my high school reunion, my 10-year reunion, and I honestly was not even interested in going. I was talking to my friend Kara about it, my best friend. By the way, she's the one I'm going to see next week. I'm so freaking excited, but we were talking about the high school reunion. I'm like totally going off topic. So let me just go ahead and continue because I'm totally off topic. I'm gonna take a little bit of Essence mascara while I continue the story. I was possibly gonna go and visit her the weekend of our high school reunion. Obviously I didn't end up going because I'm going next week. And I remember we were talking about it and she was like, I don't know if I want to go to the reunion. And I was like, well, do you talk to anybody from high school? And she was like, no, you're the only one. And I was like, then why would you go? If you don't talk to anybody, then don't go. Like if you have friends going and you want to go, then go. But if it's like whatever, then don't go. I'm not trying to like have a TED talk or anything, but this is about to get really real. I just remember thinking like, high school fucking drama, you guys. Like it was just so cliquey and everybody was in their clique and this person had this bubble and this person had this bubble. And I remember looking at the pictures because I'm in the Facebook group. I really only talked to Kara from high school anyways, but none of my friends even went to our reunion. It was just all like people who were just in their own clique. I'm not trying to make it sound like I was bullied or people were so mean to me, but I just remember like I so badly wanted to be everybody's friend. Like I wanted everybody to like me, and just like high school me, I wanted to look like pretty all the time and perfect, and I wanted my makeup to always just be super glam, and like that's why I used to wear so much makeup to school. Like think about like 15 to 17, 18-year-olds doing full glam for high school. Like, who gives a flying fuck? You know what I mean? If I wasn't top notch, I did not want to go to school because I wanted to look like perfection. And that's just not realistic. Like, now that I'm older and I'm 28, I just look back and I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, seriously, who gives an actual fuck? I don't care anymore. The people that are important to me are my closest friends, which I have like 2 or 3 friends at the maximum, and my family. And those are the only people that I fucking care about. I don't give a shit about events. I don't care about going to this. I don't care about going to that. I don't care about what people think about me. I care about my family, and I care about my closest friends, which are my family, basically. You know what I mean? I just want to say that because I don't know. I think just with all this drama going on social media, it makes me think like I would hate to be a high schooler growing up in 2018. I really would, because social media just wasn't a thing back then. Like, there was MySpace, but it just like really wasn't like that big of a deal. Now there's just Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook and everything, YouTube, like everything. There's nothing wrong with doing makeup and being glam, and I love that. Like, that's what I like. This is what I do for a living. Like, I glam people, I glam myself, but don't ever feel like you have to look a certain way for people. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look nice and feeling confident and feeling good about yourself, but don't ever feel like you have to go to school with like a wing liner and a cut crease and a red lip and, you know, super like full coverage skin. If people make fun of you because of the way that you look, or you don't look like this person, or you don't have clothes from this store, fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. Because 10 years from now, even like after you graduate high school, 2, 3, 4 years from them, it's not gonna fucking matter, because you're gonna be in a totally different place. Look at me. I grew up very small town in Ohio, and look at me now. I live in fucking Houston, Texas, one of the biggest cities in the US. I talked to one person that I grew up with in high school, my one friend that I went to high school with, and I grew up there. I lived in Cleveland almost my whole entire life. I went to elementary, middle school, and high school until I moved to Pittsburgh. Elementary school, middle school, and high school, I went to school with those kids from kindergarten up until the 11th grade, up until I almost graduated high school. I don't fucking talk to any of them, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. This like video took a turn in a whole different direction, and I don't know what the hell happened and why this came out, but seriously, it's not gonna matter. You're gonna grow up and you're gonna get older and you're gonna go to college, you're gonna get your first real job, you're gonna start your career, you're gonna meet somebody that you wanna spend the rest of your life with and possibly get married and possibly have kids, and you're just gonna see a whole different side of the world than what it was when you were younger, you know? So I just want to say that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this motivational speech. I don't know who I think I am that I'm just giving like advice, but anyways, I just wanted to say that. I thought it was important to mention, because high school can suck for some people and it can be great for some people. I didn't have issues in school, like, you know, I wasn't bullied or anything like that, but I saw people who got bullied and people who would get in fights with other people for no reason, and it can be an ugly place. It really can. So you just have to stick strong through it. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and continue, because I don't know like why I went off on that tangent. So for brows, this is actually what I've been doing lately when I'm in a rush, is I'll take my Essence Make Me Brow. This is the darkest one, and I'll just run this through. I'm focusing this more like in this middle part right here where my brows are the fullest. Just kind of feather it out. I love this brow gel. Like, if you guys have not tried it, it is so good. This is especially nice for people who have really, really thick brows who don't need a lot of work on their brows. You can just see how it kind of filled in those sparse areas. Lastly, we're gonna do lips. Some people like liquid lips, some people like glosses. I personally am a gloss girl, so I'm gonna take this gloss right here. This is the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in Champagne Glam. It's just a really pretty shimmery gloss. Like, it has a nice pretty shift to it, and this is the final look. It's super quick, super fast. Realistically, I could do this in like 6 minutes. So yeah, this is what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for that little inspirational gist in the middle. I don't know what that was, but it was like word vomit. Like, once I started talking, I couldn't stop. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna do 3 easy back to school hairstyles. If you like need quick, cute hairstyles, that'll be my next video. Make sure you subscribe before you go hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and let me know what else you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.